Alright, hey guys, hope you're doing well. Been occupied with a few things, that's why I haven't posted any videos of late, but did want to show you guys where I'm at, what I've been up to the last few days, and move a little bit further forward on this 1998 Rockingham Matt Kenseth car. The next step is to apply these white stripes that go just underneath the red area on the sides and on the front. So these are going to come around right here from where it says Monte Carlo, and unfortunately this is a really large Monte Carlo decal that I have. I don't have one that's a little bit smaller. That was more like what was driven, but the white goes from here, back here, and then all along this side here. So I've got these over here ready to go. And the one other thing I've got to do, if you're looking at this Lycos decal here, so I have this Lycos decal that goes here. However, it's not black on the inside of the decal like it should be, or at least like it is on the car. This should all be black in here. So instead of trying to paint this, I'm going to paint the car and lay this over top of it. And I've already kind of eyeballed where it needs to go. I look to my left where I have the picture up on my computer screen, and I'm just gonna put that right there. I'm gonna make that circle a little bit bigger, and that's what we're gonna do. So, and then of course I'll show you guys a few other things that I've been doing, but I want to get this paint on here so it can dry, and then I can put the decal on. Of course, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but it's got to be pretty close. Let's go with this angle here. If I needed to, I could do a little tiny touch-up, but I really don't want to do that because it's not going to look right. I think I need to go a little bit bigger. Okay. I don't want to go too much bigger than that. And it dries pretty quickly. I should be able to get this in here. So I want to put this little grill on. Once I get the white on, I can put these little pieces on the quarter panels. Both sides. And I'll go ahead and do this whole driver's side here. Not too many more decals to put on. So let's see something real quick here. Okay, so I think that's about all I can do there. I had mentioned in my video a little bit ago, or one of my videos a little while ago, that one of my customers needed me to do some repair work on a custom I made for him. And this is that car. So I got this in the mail the other day. Going to work it right after I finish this car. But just looking at it real close, I've got a few things I've got to do to touch up, right? So I've got some orange to paint here to kind of touch this up here on the back here as well, where it's chipped. A little bit here too, a little bit here in the corner. Whenever you take these apart, it really messes up this area, especially on a custom, right? Because it's not a fully, professionally manufactured, paint job. So so whenever you take a custom apart, you really do a lot of damage. And it's not really any fault of the person who's doing it. That's just the way it is. But as you can see, this whole decal has been ripped off. This needs to come along here, so I've got a little bit of work to do here. Of course, I got plenty of black to paint and touch up, and of course across the front here, the gentleman wants this orange across the front. So before I do the orange, it looks like I'll have to try to strip these decals off, and then apply some paint here, try to repaint this area, and then put the decals back on, or the right decals back on, so to say. But yeah, that'll be a fun project. I've never really gone back and had to do some significant work, repair work on a custom. So that'll be a challenge, but I'm up for it, and hopefully it'll turn out really good. If not, I may just completely start all over again and make another one. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But that is definitely something that I've got to do here in the next few days. I did purchase, and it did come in. Let me back this up, or let me just raise this up a little bit here. This screwdriver set for the triangle head screwdrivers. If you recall, these Kevin Harvick Mustangs come mounted on a platform like this that has these little screws that have a triangle head to them, and so you cut away this little residue that's there that keeps the screw in place, and then you get one of these triangle screwdrivers to unscrew it. And in the past, I was taking a hacksaw and cutting the back screw off and then spinning the front one off. But now I'm removing the front screw, and then I spin it off the back one, and then I'll remount it on there, and so that way both screws will be in place and the car will be firmly secured. But I didn't know which size worked, and so I'll share that with you. I bought this off of Amazon, not my favorite place to buy stuff, but I bought this pack. I'm trying to think how much it was. I think it was like $10, maybe a little bit under $10. But it comes with 6 screwdrivers. You can see the different sizes here, and then these 2 little, I think they're little scrapers, is what they're used for. Little other tools, obviously made in China. But the one that works is this one. That is or the one that fits those screws is the TA 1.8, and that's this one here. So so this one fits really snug, nicely. It's actually I wasn't expecting much, but the screwdriver is pretty nice. I'm not sure how long the tip will last. This is not really like high quality steel. They always say, you know, stuff made in China just has a lower grade steel or metal finish. You know, have seen different brake rotors and things like that get made in China compared to brake rotors that get made here in America or even just North America. And the brake rotors are coming out of China and just have a lower quality metal, and they warp much easier. But I say that just because I'm not sure how long this will last. But at the end of the day, this thing spins, so when you're turning it and you've got it tucked into your hand, it's nice to be able to have that spin freely if you're having to put a lot of pressure on it. And then it has these little grooves in here so that your fingers don't slip. So it's it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll see how long it lasts, and don't really plan on using them a whole lot. But for these cars that come mounted, I'll start using them for sure to remove them and just do a little bit of better job, more professional job on that. Here, let's go ahead and put these. Let's go ahead and put these things on here, at least the white ones. So yeah, I got that in the mail, and now I can start tackling some of those, some of these Kevin Harvick cars. I'm sorry, Ryan Blaney cars. This is way too long. I probably should have trimmed it. Oh well. But you can see it kind of, looking at the pictures, it looks like it goes just below the red. Just below the red. And then along the side here. Tuck that back there. I want to try to get this completely straight. It looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Trying to get some of this water out of there. And then I'll probably have to make sure it's straight again. Yeah, I was sick for a couple days. Just didn't feel well. You know, sometimes I don't know if it's something I ate, or that's usually what I attribute it to. Something that I ate or shouldn't have eaten. But feeling better now. You know, when you're not feeling well, you don't really feel like doing anything. So I didn't really do a whole lot with my customs a couple days I wasn't feeling well. So, oh yeah, I got a 17 on this side. So that's going to make this even that much shorter. That'll be weird. Tucked underneath there. Tuck that one back there. This white stripe. Doesn't look as bold of a white as the other one. Yeah, okay. So let that sit for a minute. So yeah, so Mr. MB, saw your email. Get this one done. I'll ship this one and the Smurfs car out to you as soon as I can. Got these all ready to go, be decaled. There's 5 of them there. So that's already been JB weld, put back together, ready to go. Ready to be decaled, so that'll happen. The one big thing I did the other night, and this was a little bit of a pain, but it happened because I try to conserve as much as I can when it comes to resources. So I had bought these cases that I showed in my last video, and I wanted to print off label specifically for the car that's up on eBay right now, the 2001 Matt Kenseth 911 Memorial car. And I wanted to print off the label so that I could, with this sticker paper. Well, I didn't want to print off, use a whole sheet for, just one label. That doesn't make any sense, right? So I went through my inventory. I went through of cars, inventory of boxes, inventory of decals. Yeah, so this was a little time consuming. And I went through the ones that I thought that I might make and sell in one of those clear plastic containers. So that's that's what you see here. There's a whole bunch of them, and so I printed them all off. That way I have it all on this one sheet, and I'm not wasting sticker paper. What was interesting was I had to try to fit the title all within about 2.5 inches, because that's the distance on that display case, about 2.5 inches. So I had to size everything and be able to do that. So, but it was fun. Got it all printed off. I printed it off with this black background because the case has that stand that's black, and so it kind of matches with it pretty well. If you see in the auction, you can tell. But these are, as you look at this, these are the cars that I'm thinking that I'll make. Who knows, maybe over the next year or two, and sell. That will come in the those clear cases. So yeah, so that's kind of my thought here. As you can see here, I've got a Ty Dillon Twisted Tea, make one in gold. That's a little different. I just ordered the decal set for the Zombie, Kyle Busch Zombie. I want to do one in silver, so I thought maybe I'd sell that in there. Do a 2006 Matt Kenseth Bristol Win as a gold car. Oh shoot, I just saw something. That's not gonna work. I somehow lost my J for Jack Daniels. I want to Clint Boyer Act Daniels. So there's a screw up. Oh, I have another one down here. So that's cool. I got that one spelled correctly. So I can at least use that one. So I got here, I have the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Red Chrome. Try that. Also got a Ty Dillon Geico Halloween car coming soon. Matt Kenseth Rockingham win, like this one. I can do a couple of those. Matt Kenseth Black Visine, a couple of those. I wasn't sure if I should use the 96 Carl Wegner or the 96 number 55 unsponsored. It's basically the same, but I couldn't put it all into one title, so I split it up into two because I'm not sure which exactly one to do. And of course I'll do another 2011 Juan Pablo Montoya cars too, with one of those NASCAR Authentics cars. And then maybe some more of these Matt Kenseth 911 Memorial cars. So anyways, that was a little bit of a fun exercise that I did the other day. And we'll see how those display cases work out when I go to use them. You guys tell me what you think. I did post that one up on eBay, that Kenseth 911 Memorial one, and I'm not sure I got it 100% straight. I was trying to get it as straight as I could, and sometimes when you're working with those labels, sticker labels, they're a little bit of a pain to try to get straight. But anyways, that's that one's up there. Let me know what you think about that. Think of this, yeah. I remember reading that this was Matt Kenseth's favorite paint scheme. And I already sent one that I made years ago to the Matt Kenseth family. I should say to the Kenseth family. I sent it to his sister, Kelly. But it's a pretty cool paint scheme. I mean, you get your first, I think I said first Cup win, but it's really his first Busch Series win. And, that kind of sticks with you. The joy of having that and being in a race where you have a car. I'll say it's unsponsored, right? It was sponsored by Lycos on the side, but there was nothing on the hood. And that was, I don't want to say embarrassing for the team to not have a sponsor on the hood of the car. But at the end of the day, you strive to win the race, whether you have a sponsor or not. And so for Matt to not be sponsored and to win the race, and if you recall, he beat Tony Stewart, and I don't know if I've said this before. I'm not a Tony Stewart fan in any stretch of the imagination. Not a fan of Tony Stewart. I've never. So I'll share with you the drivers that I don't like. I've never liked Stewart, and I've never liked Kevin Harvick. I don't know why. I just have never liked those guys. Obviously, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, the Roush drivers, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, the Joe Gibbs drivers. I like those guys. Truex is okay. But yeah, Harvick and Stewart are two drivers that I've never liked. And when they wreck, I don't really shed a tear. And when Stewart retired, I didn't shed a tear either. But yeah, those guys just, I don't know, they just rub me the wrong way. Their personalities, I guess. But to remember Kenseth winning that race and passing Stewart on that last lap was classic. That was awesome. I love watching that finish of this Rockingham win when the team is just completely shocked. I don't think they were completely shocked that Matt was running well, but to win the race in the fashion that he did, kind of I don't say it was a bump and run, but it was an aggressive move to get Stewart out of the way and win his first race. That was awesome. That was awesome. Of course, I wasn't a Matt Kenseth fan back then, I didn't really become a fan of his or really even get interested in NASCAR until he was a rookie in his 2000 season. I remember him winning the, I didn't stay up for it, but I remember him winning the Coca-Cola 600 as a rookie. And that was awesome. That was awesome. I remember waking up the next day like, you got to be kidding me. He won that race? I think it was a rain-delayed Coca-Cola 600 that he won his first Cup race in. And that was cool. That was really cool. Because, back then, rookies actually, had good equipment that could, run up front and win a race. And for Matt to do that was great. There was a big competition between him and Junior. I never really liked Junior either. That's kind of, I could take him or leave him at the end of the day. But he and Matt obviously were competitors. They were friends, but they were competitors. And so to like Matt was, you really didn't like Junior a whole lot, typically. But yeah, I don't like Harvick and don't like Stewart. So we got here. Looks like my grill isn't as big as the grill on the diecast body, unfortunately. There's something right there too. I'm waiting as long as I can to do that Lycos over the black paint. That looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. It stretches over top of the 17 ever so slightly. See that? Oops. See that? Let's see if I can bring it down just a little bit more. Can't really go too far down. Okay. All right. How's this going to work out here? Hey, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not perfect. Looks like I got it a little low because my Lycos is going to be a little low. I may have to tweak that a little bit to get that to turn out well. And then this little piece goes here. Your personal internet guide. Alright guys, I will continue to work this and we'll see how it turns out. But God bless, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you in the next video.